Hello everybody. What we got here is a old Sears lawn tractor. It does have the tractor type rear tires on it. I got a plow on it. It's got the 16 horsepower Onan engine, which I'm really impressed with. I got some other attachments with this old girl here, but what I want to do is with this is do a little bit of homesteading with a small tractor, and I want to plow some ground with this. It's just a single plow there, and that shows you about how deep it goes. I want to adjust it a little bit deeper. That's about 5 to 6 inches right there. I'd like to go just a little bit deeper. I do have a cultivator with it. I want to figure out uh, if I can cultivate corn with it, because my plan this summer is I got to find, and somebody on here might know, I'm not really sure what they're called, just the little pieces on the end, but one of them right here is broke, and somebody tried to weld it, which is not going to work. So if anybody knows where to get these at or what the part number is, leave me a message in the comments. But I'm going to plant one garden, a pretty good sized garden, with this cheap lawn tractor, just to see what it's capable of, which it's capable of plowing ground. That's what I done today. I got a couple issues with it. The battery's junk and it won't hold charge, but I just 6 rows probably is what that is right there. So we know it'll plow, and I guess in theory, if it's going to plow, it's going to run this cultivator. And I also have a tiller attachment, and it's probably pretty close to this wide. I didn't measure it, but it's a Sears tiller with an 8 horsepower engine on it. So we're going to do a garden, and we're going to plant corn. Then I want to go back through and put beans and squash in it. But I need to figure out the timing that we need to do this, from the time that I plant the corn, the time that I plant the beans, and then the squash. Or do I do the beans and squash at the same time? It's called the Three Sisters method. I've never done it before, but I would like to do all of that this summer and use this little 16 horsepower tractor to do all of it, just to see if it's possible, and what you're going to get off of it, which everybody's results are going to be different. In my past farming, I always thought that you had to have, you know, at least an 8N Ford tractor, a 245 Massey Ferguson, something like that to garden with, which that's not the truth. You can garden with this little 16 horsepower tractor if you live in a community where you just really don't need the PTO, because the 3-point hitch on this is manually. You got to manually reach back and lift it up, and you would never do that with something like an 8N 245 Massey Ferguson or a TO30 Ferguson, tractors of that era. But if you're just getting into gardening, and you want to do a decent sized garden, and you don't need the PTO for like brush hog work or something, this right here is probably the cheapest way to go. I picked this tractor up dirt cheap, and all the attachments. I did get, which I got the mowing deck with it, and I'm going to use this piece right here, another plow, just to do my rows for potatoes and stuff, which we're going to do potato. And I got a plow, and I got the tiller. I have 7 attachments, I think I got with it, for less than $200. I think it was, because I bought the tractor for one price, and then the fellow that had it priced me out all the attachments, but they was just dirt cheap, and probably a once in a lifetime thing. but all this was probably less than 200. I know it was less than 300. So, even this is something that the average person could probably get on a Facebook Marketplace for probably around, I'd say the going price would be probably $1,500 or $1,600. You used to be able to pick up 8N Ford tractors for around 1,000, but they kind of have started going back up in price. They was around the $4,000 mark, and they come down to the $1,000 mark, and now they are at $2,000 mark. But then you have to buy all your attachments. So if you're just doing some garden work and you're getting into some hobby farming or anything like that, this is the way to go. Now, you don't have to buy a Sears tractor. I'm sure all these attachments would hook up to, your John Deere series attachments. But even though you can still buy 80s model John Deeres, and those are good tractors. I actually have I think it's a 216. It's got a hydraulic deck on it. It's a really good tractor also. But yeah, try to find you one of these. And if you want to do some garden work, even for the $1,500, if you just did a bigger garden and then sold some of your tomatoes and some of your vegetables and stuff, you could probably even offset the cost of this for free over 2 years. But anyways, like my videos, subscribe if you like watching this kind of stuff, and we'll have plenty more to come. Thanks for watching.